episode number 4 on the Suzuki. So things are getting pretty interesting again. Last episode we got it wired up and running, so I'm pretty happy with how all that's going. Throughout the week I've just been tidying up a little bit of wiring here and there, just a few other little things too, just to make it look neat and tidy, because that's what I'm going for. Also wired up and mounted the external BL fuel pump. So just going to run that for now until I find a decent Vitara intake pump, and we'll do that, so we're not going to run into issues ever. So it's not too hard, just got to figure it out. And we also got the extractors in the mail, so we'll be fitting them up and doing a little bit of exhaust work, so should be fairly interesting. So I'll show you guys what I've been up to. So pretty much just tidied up the body loom and a few other little bibs and bobs under the bonnet, just so it's all fairly neat and tidy and that. So that's really good. The only thing I need to do is get online and buy the air intake hose. Apparently they make them for the Baleno motors into the Sierra, so just have to get that. Not going to go and drive along any dusty roads while it's like that, that's for sure. Common sense. So pretty happy with how the engine bay is. Got the inside a bit of a tidy up. Still have to wire up a bit of stuff to the dash, so but I've got the vitals now. I've got water temp and speedo and oil pressure and stuff like that, so pretty happy with how that's going. And this is just how I've mounted the VL fuel pump. I've got the fuel filter and everything on there, so it's a little bit of dicking around, but it works and nothing's leaking. Pretty happy, so see how it goes. Should be right. And I've just run the power wire up underneath, well, pretty much just followed the fuel tank sender loom, so it's just up underneath the body here, so all the way along. So yeah, got new unis in the shafts, pretty happy with them, so should be sweet. And our extractors come in the mail, so what they are, pretty good. Just got them off eBay. Some bloke he makes them, so it's got the A2 provision and good flange on it too, so we'll hook in, start getting it bolted up and see how much noise we can make. So it's pretty noisy on that private road that I was driving on, just out of the extractors. Couldn't really help myself, so but we better get an exhaust done on it, so I do have a bit of stuff lying around, so we'll make something up out of that, so get into it. And here we have it. My hectic exhaust job, bro. So pretty much just utilise the standard cat. Just chop the pipes off and welded the flange on that end so it suits the extractors. And just pretty much made an exhaust out of stuff I had laying around. So should sound pretty good, and it's always good to have a catalytic converter because that way it's legal and it's better for the environment, because pretty much what you want. Gotta care about your environment. So yeah, we'll whack it on and see how it sounds. So all the exhaust is complete. Doesn't look too bad. A nice little tip on it. So pretty much just, as I said, made it out of bits that I had laying around. I like to keep a bit of a scrap pile, exhaust and shit I do. Comes in handy, so don't have to really go and run anywhere. And I like to do things on a budget, so no, but it turned out good. Made the hangers and everything as well. Catalytic converter. Up and around the shop. So there's plenty of clearance and stuff. And if you look closely to the muffler, if you ever see this thing, it will say Nissan on it. It's off a Nissan X-Trail. One of my mates at the Wreckers hooked me up for that, so sort of don't have too much room next to the fuel tank there, so just had to make it work. So pretty happy. There's no leaks, and we'll show you what it sounds like. So another handy thing to remember when you're doing engine conversions and stuff like that. I know it's not 1,000 horsepower or anything close to that, but you know, it's always good to be precautionary. So a bit more power. Want to make sure that the drive line's up to the task. I've already gone over and checked everything on that side of things, but still need to just have a good look at the brakes and suspension components and make sure the swivel hubs aren't going to death wobble at 100 k's an hour. So yeah, just want to make sure that everything's up to the task. It's the last thing you want is something bad happening with the brakes. Now it's got a bit more poke to it, so we'll get into it. So first thing I like to do really is go around, and once you get the wheels up, go around and check for play. So right then and there, we've got a bit of wheel bearing movement, so it needs adjusting up. We'll check the grease, make sure it's all right. Apparently it's been done not too long ago, but I'll be the judge of that. So we'll go around and check all the wheels. That one's really bad wheel bearing. Fair bit of playing them, so the rears are all good. So we'll rip the wheels off and have a look. Front brakes are okay. The rotors are just within thickness, and I mean just. But yeah, it should be right for now. Just check the caliper slides, make sure they're free. The rear brakes are still enough on them for now, so the wheel cylinders aren't leaking. They're probably a bit hard to see with the video, but yeah, there's plenty of shoe on that leading shoe. So the wheel cylinder's good. You would have noticed I washed them out with water and then blew them dry. It's just haven't been off for a very long time from what I can see. So there's a lot of built up dust and mud and sand and gunk, even a few little rocks and stuff. So just get in there over time. So it's always good to just wash them out and don't just blow them, because the dust isn't too good for you. So, so yeah, pretty happy with that. I'll adjust them up, everything like that. Give it a brake fluid flush as well while I'm here, and make sure she's all sweet. And yeah, I'll get these, check the wheel bearings and adjust them up. Should be sweet. So we've gone over and checked everything, checked all the brakes, adjusted up the rears and cleaned them out, checked the swivel hubs and everything like that, and tightened up the wheel bearings. Good fun job, just take your time. So while I've got all the wheels off and everything like that, I'm gonna change the brake fluid. So for that, you need a good brake sucker. You can pick them up pretty cheap. So you pretty much want to suck out the reservoir, add the new brake fluid, clean it if you need to, if there's lots of gunk and stuff in it. Just use water to wash it out. That's all you do. Just make sure everything's dry. You don't want water mixing with brake fluid, because brake fluid is hygroscopic, which means that it absorbs moisture from the atmosphere and wherever there is moisture. So yeah, pretty much suck that out, fresh stuff in, then go around the wheels and suck all the new fluid through, and usually bleed the brakes afterwards. So we'll get it done. Yummy. Pretty much. Sometimes you get this when people don't put dust caps back on the nipples, and all in there gets gunked up with crud most of the time. And yeah, as you can see there, if you can see it, the little hole's all blocked up. So grab a little pick tool and push it out. Got sand and shit in it everywhere. Just what you want. You can get a bit of compressed air into it. So that'll pretty much do this episode. Pretty much got everything where I want it now. Just have to do a little bit of tinkering and waiting for me air intake tube to come so I can finish off the airbox and everything like that. But there isn't a whole lot left really. I have driven it, goes pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it, but as I said, just a few more bits just need to fix up and should be sweet. So keep an eye out for next episode. Let's take this for a drive around in it, and yeah, might do like a 0 to 100 test, see what it's like. But other than that, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, share them, comment, let me know what you guys reckon. If you have any questions, throw them at me. And yeah, until then, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.